Hey everybody! This is actually being recorded before the next Spirits Excel, or before the one you probably already saw. So, I hope you don't mind it being a little out of order. I'm probably not going to be like sharing thoughts across both series that much, because, you know, they're very different. So I'm not really worried about like the timeline being corrupted or anything. Anyways, hope you don't mind. But yeah, I just figured I'd get this knocked out before I did that because it's shorter. So, you know, big deal, big whoop. Let's get to SMBDX episode 2 with their logo that they bought, I assume. Because nothing else in the show looks like it. Previously do not introduce Kirby in the previously on. That implies he's relevant. He's in 2 scenes. I'm skipping this. It's like a clip show of the episode. This is like way too long. Alright, we're gonna skip the intro, because we could just... From my perspective, I just saw it also. Yeah, I don't know. I'm eager to see where this goes, but I'm critical. I'm no hater, but I'm critical of this. But, alright, I guess Sonic and Tails will be in this one. Great. What about Knuckles? Does he not show up with them? What the hell? Oof. Also, I've been watching some of my old reaction videos to catch up on Spirits Excel, like I said. I'm sorry about all the keyboard sounds that used to be in there. I kept, like, checking Discord. I could have just been, like... Oh, it says first form now. I could have just been, like, using my phone for that. Oh well. My phone that doesn't have a loud keyboard attached to it. Okay, so the exact same scene as SMBZ. Of him being like, this many left, time to go. Oh, Shadow's here, okay. He's on the intro that prominently. I didn't think he'd be like a mainstay. This reminds me of the background from Calamity. Am I wrong? Is this like... Actually, maybe this is from this. Like I said, any of this that I've seen was a long time ago, and then by that I mean a couple years. And I didn't do any rewatching until now, so... It's basically blind. I'll just like see a detail sometime and be like, oh, I know that. Like, I recognize this background. Oh. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Just so you know, it's important. We need to have the ads for real games there. You were in Mario World. You were both in Mario World. You know what that is. Don't walk over to it curiously. Who else could be sending out a Mecha Koopa but a member of Bowser's army? The toads have been frozen like that for like an hour. Those poor people. Don't get out of that, that's your weapon. You need that. Oh. I wonder how much effort it took to recreate the rig from 2-minute melee, or 1-minute melee. Oh, Toad, that's great that you're talking shit. Maybe you could come help. Ivory chalk pouch? Coconut? What's coconutty about him? You oversized coconut, saying this to like a turtle dinosaur.
Let's go.
Like, I don't know, whatever. It's nice that there's 2 fights happening concurrently, because then you can like switch between them. And there's like probably some cool transitions you can do. But I kind of doubt they're going to do that here. you get a few more hits in than that, or is it just gonna be like Bowser does an attack, you do an attack, Bowser does an attack, you do attack. And he's always standing there. Why are they always just waiting around? It's like they're in Final Fantasy and they have to wait their turn. At least the angles are creative. Like, that's one good thing about like being an SMBZ like in current year, is that you feel the need to like adopt the cinematography of modern SMBZ and like try to do like more than just like flat 2D sprite fights. Blitz armor. Okay. I mean, it's a nicer looking effect than Metal Bowser, but I wish he'd keep it. You know, if he only has it sometimes, then it's like not really that noticeable. I wish more people would give Bowser power-ups. I'm kind of sad that like they brought back Metal Bowser for modern SMBZ, and it was still just the same shitty effect. They could have at least given him like a different set of sprites with like a new palette and a shine on it, maybe. That wouldn't have been that hard to edit, I don't think. They could do it. Why won't anyone give us Fire Bowser? The movie gave us Fire Donkey Kong. Ugh. It's just so much unnecessary like flavor given to like a very basic move like that. Like, oh, it's going forward and then it charges up and it keeps going forward. Okay. Not to be... This is nitpicky. I will say that. What I'm about to say is nitpicky. I don't like when they do things like that with the Smash Brothers shield. It feels like introducing that sort of like dumb gamified mechanic makes it so that every time they're not doing that, it's weird. Like, so that character... So, Bowser Jr. And let's not be charitable, because if I was being charitable I could say, oh, well the shield could just be an aspect of the clown car. But no, it's obviously the Smash Brothers shield, and in Smash Brothers everybody can do the shield. So let's assume every character in this show can do, oh look, Burning DK, I was just talking about Fire Donkey Kong. Every character in this show can do the Smash Brothers shield, right? Why aren't they always doing it? Why aren't characters, like, dodging out of the way of attacks using, like, the Smash Brothers iframes and, like, shielding through, like, big hits? Because if Bowser Jr. can do it there, I don't know, it's a little strange if not everybody can do it then, huh? Oh well. Why does he hate him? How could you hate Luigi? This is not in character for Yoshi. Yoshi would never hate Luigi. No, Yoshi would never think Luigi's stupid. What are they giving him? Oh, okay. I thought he just had that on him. Turn into Shadow Mario. What the? Why are they using Blue Toad to introduce this, like, thing to the, audience? As if, like, we don't know what it is. Or maybe it's just that, like, they're trying to show that Blue Toad doesn't know about it. But they don't need to, because Blue Toad's not a character yet. All he's done is, like, talk about things. That was cool. That was a cool effect. And they made him blue. And instead of just being Shadow Mario, they gave like him like a blue version. Unless they're turning into him right now. But yeah, no, he's kind of like a useless element of the show so far. He could at least be doing some Krillin shit. Okay, he is transforming. He could at least be doing some Krillin shit, you know? Throwing some hits and like getting his ass beat.
Mario?
Mario? Bowser Jr. can shapeshift? Now this fight is... Yeah, thanks for being helpful. They hate him too! I wish they'd played up a bit more if that was the route they were going. I want him, like, eating popcorn and, like, making fun of them as they're, like, getting beat up in front of him. And then they, like, look at him like he's an asshole. You can do better than that, Luigi. Crunch, crunch. Oh, come on, why don't you... Crunch. Why don't you, use the Raku flower that makes you, like, a fox from New Super Mario Brothers. And he's, like, getting his, like, face pulped in. I will say the transformation sequences are very fun. Most of these don't do that. That's one of the only, like, truly original things I've seen so far. It's a very unique attribute of this show. Wow. Not really doing that much with the fire breath, are we? Okay, so first is the regular fire breath. And then he does a bunch of them. And then he does it again, but this time it hits Mario's. Look, that was a like quick pace trade off there. That was better. My problem is just that they're spending too much time on individual shots here, I think. It just feels so like... excuse me, something in my throat. Despite the fact that this is very action-packed and that technically a lot is happening, it still feels slow. I don't know why. Maybe it's just really hard to beat the pacing of FMVZ. This is better though. This is like getting better as it goes on. We're already seeing improvement. I'm glad about that. That does not look very big fire, hello. He like charged up and he let out like a thinner stream of fire than like anything he'd shot at previously. It's funny. we don't have a name for the special fire Mario form? This isn't his blitz armor? He's dying. He's burning in hell. Oh my god. That is still just him throwing fire. We can do better. I wonder how they're gonna handle Fire Mario in... Actually no, we saw that a bit, didn't we? Did we see some Fire Mario in, Yeah, we saw some Fire Mario in SMBZ already. I hope they do some more interesting stuff with it. I'm excited to see Fire Sonic too. I wonder if they'll bring that back, like, sooner. Since, like, the Doomship episode isn't going to be exactly the same as before. Basilisk isn't going to be there. I wonder if they're going to do, if they're still going to integrate Fire Sonic. I imagine they might just do a similar plot and replace Basilisk with a different character that's, like, more relevant. Maybe a character they introduced previously. Because that guy is like in that introduced in that episode. Remember when this hyper-specific thing happened? Is he still talking about how Mario keeps beating him and that he wants to win? This is a cute visual. I like seeing them recreate like a scene from a different game. Especially one that like originally has a very different art style. I guess in this show's canon, all of the events of the Paper Mario series happened, they just weren't paper. Which is fine. That makes sense. There's nothing about that like means that couldn't happen. It's just a different interpretation of events. See this? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a Soul Emerald. I'd like it if it was a Soul Emerald. Does that mean Blaze the Cat could be in this? I feel like they wouldn't include characters that weren't in the intro is the thing. If this person wanted to include Blaze the Cat and put in these Soul Emeralds, they would have put it in the intro, because that's just how these things work. Oh, it's the Phantom Ruby! It's making the Phantom Ruby sound. That's not what the Phantom Ruby looks like, it has a sprite. And they were fine with using Sonic Mania sprites before. Oh well. Maybe it's not the Phantom Ruby. Oh my god. You know how before you watch DBZ, everyone's always like, oh yeah, they spend like 8 episodes powering up, and then they talk at each other, but they barely fight. That's how I feel watching this. It's like, he's always powering up. Okay, yeah, this is what I was misremembering this as Calamity. I recognize this power-up. This Bowser recolor. I'm fine with it being a recolor, because that's what Fire Mario is too. It's okay. He's scared. That's not what he sounds like. That's not Bowser's voice. It was a frightening sound. He was like, it's like really piercing. Yeesh. Okay, Sonic has still not been introduced. Don't put him in the eye catch. Can we pace our series out a bit better? Also, are we still not done fighting Bowser? Like, I know that it's like are we really gonna take two 30-minute episodes to get past like the first fight in the show? You're never finishing this series, dude. That was a nice effect. Oh, I like that. I like that Mario animation, like the wiggling pupils and the expression. That was good. I wonder who made that spray. Maybe it was Mesh Entity themselves. It's so interesting to see like superstar-ified versions of like later Mario and Luigi sprites, because they have to be scaled down, right? I assume they do. And they're like weirdly like shaded in a strange way that's like clearly unofficial. Does he only have that one sound effect? Man, the power scaling really is this feels like it could have been like a mid-season battle, like what's happening here. Like a powered up, like purple energy Bowser. Mario's like doing insane moves with this fire flower. Pretty climactic for a second episode. Careful you don't expend all your cool shit too quickly. Then again, I guess that's probably a good thing, because like it's not like you're gonna get 20 episodes into this. You might as well give yourself the chance to like do as much fun stuff as possible. Let's go! He sounds so happy. That's not a challenge. I mean, at least they didn't use the one from Superstar Saga where he goes, "Let's go!" He sounds so meek and simple there. How many times are they just gonna be like, "I'm gonna kill you," uses fire, "I'm gonna kill you," hits you? They're always running at each other. I swear they run at each other more than they actually trade hits. Too many fucking Twitter notifications. God, shut up. He's Bowser trauma scene. See, stop like, okay. It's bothersome when they're always launching them away. If they launch them back a few feet and then keep hitting. Not keep? It kept hitting would be cool. Oh my god, his pupils went away. Also, it's a little goofy to use like the Mario streaming audio as like serious, when it was clearly meant to be comedic originally. And it's like clearly like pulse stretch, well not pulse stretch, but it's like stretched out Mario. Oh yeah, this is still happening. I'll kill you. Something I've noticed about how they handle Luigi and SMBZ is that like they acknowledge he's not really as serious or like good of a fighter as Mario, so he's not usually throwing out as many punches like this. He's like using weapons and tools and like and finding unique ways to win. He can hold his own in a fight, I'm sure. But, you know, it's weird for Luigi to be like a DBZ character when Mario's clearly the one that's supposed to be feeling that more serious role. So it's funny to see him like just throwing out hits here. Like, shouldn't Luigi be like looking for like something to hit him with? Oh my god, ow. Thank god I hate him. Like he could get like a hammer suit or something, and then he could use that. Imagine that. It like Luigi's the kind of character who I feel like needs a power-up to be, like, actually badass.
Oh.
And until then, he's just, like, he's like a guy who kind of bumbles his way through fights. Which, I'm not trying to say, like, Luigi can't be cool. I'm just saying that, like, he goes through fights in an unconventional way. I remember in the episode 2 fight where he's always either on Yoshi or he's, like hitting the bombs around with his hammer. So he can do the cell thing. That's fun. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess he just got up. This is ONI Bowser, rage form. I like ONI Bowser. I appreciate ONI Bowser. Starbits. Say goodbye. I like that to charge up he's doing the BIS suction thing. That's cute. Oh my god. Putting holes in your battle station just to kill Mario, man. Why is there like a power sound effect for that? She's just yelling. That's not a power. That's not like a hit. You don't need like an impact SFX for that. People who've like learned how to like make things based on SMBZ think that like if a character walks, every footstep should be like, come on guys. What? Oh, hi, Star. Oh, that's a bad color to be able to choose. And no, I don't care if it's the same yellow that's on like his spray. It doesn't look good. It's like muddy. It finally happened. He feels the sadness and anger of largest ever? Come on, guys. Whoever's editing these scripts, you're paying them too much. The worst part is, I don't even think I could do better. I don't know how Eldstar talks. But also just like, you know, grammar is a... I could do better with grammar. Are they pulling out Superstar Mario Episode 2? I guess that's fine. He doesn't need like the power of the stars for this. He doesn't need the all of the star spirits coursing through his veins. No Chaos Emeralds. Shit. Mechasonic's a pussy if he can't just do this. Mario's a regular guy. He fixes pipes. And by sheer force of will, he's become like Super Saiyan level powerful. And Mechasonic needs fucking Chaos Emeralds to do it for him. What a dumbass. If he saw this happening, he'd like kill himself out of shame. Alright, so we're gonna get some actual fighting, or are they just gonna fly around and like stand and look at each other? Or run? So far we're in the running stage. Dodging balls. Now stop dodging balls, Mario. Okay, one hit, flies away, now they're waiting again. Now they're yelling again. Come on! That was cool, dude. I like that. I like that he hits them. The background's weird here. It looks curved, like they're on like a rounded surface. Maybe it is. Maybe that's true. I'm not sure. You see that? I don't know. And I have to wonder how all these effects treat CS3. So he charged up an attack, it hit him, they're waiting. Now he's attacking again. Also, it's kind of annoying that the weird, like, face ship he has is the exact same, like, sprite set as the castle. So now whenever they fight in the castle, it's just gonna look the same as this. This is a thing they do in SMBZ too, but I don't like when they charge up their smash attacks. I just don't like when these, like, acknowledge Smash Brothers. It's weird. Smash Bros is like a goofy thing, and this is, like, serious. Plus SMBZ already has, like, a charging thing. It has the... Why is he covered in mud? Is that blood? It just looks... Oh, it's paint. Never mind, it's paint. Oh my god. That's a rock cock. Okay, fine. No, we don't get to see. Oh, that's Chaos, I think. We don't get to see like Luigi and Yoshi like finding a way to overpower this guy via some method. We just wait for the bigger guy to show up and hit him. Great. I guess that's fine. It's just like, you know, they kind of like handily lost, and then it's just like, okay, now that Luigi and Yoshi have lost, we just throw in another character to save their ass. Which is different from when Sonic and Shadow save Mario. Because Mario has like gone through like a lot to get to that point and is doing really well. And they only like stop him from killing Bowser or beating Bowser based on like underhanded tactics. It's different. He needed the help there. What happened here is that Luigi and Yoshi had about 2 scenes of like failing to beat Bowser Jr. and his minions, who is a child, by the way, and then Rock Hawk comes in and saves he steals all the glory. We're not rooting for this guy. We're rooting for Luigi and Yoshi. Oh, they're good. They're good sports about it, though. That was a weird scene. Okay. What a surprise. Character flies into wall. Other characters wait as dust clouds form. Character flies out of dust clouds to beat ass. Oh, I guess no more Superstar Mario. Well, maybe it'll be less temporary once it gets to Star Spirits. I'd rather take the liking to burning you alive instead. So, you should... That's not how he would say that, but sure. He can say, I like the idea of burning you alive instead, or he can say, I'd rather burn you alive instead. Is he okay? Do we have to shrink down and go inside him to fix his body? His nodes are all fucked up again. This time, Mario and Luigi aren't in there to like, hit some balls with hammers. Nothing matters anymore. Bowser, don't be so depressed. Something long enough. This is the same way Sonic comes in at the end of the Subspace Emissary, just at the last pivotal moment. Why didn't they use the voice line? If they're gonna have him say the Sonic 06 line, they could just use it. And no one's impressed, they're like, okay, nice reference. Who would have guessed that he'd shoot a fireball? You okay, buddy? Let's team up. Okay. Nothing more clever than that, huh? You okay? Let's fight Bowser. Okay. It's not even on purpose, because they're just using sound effects. But they're actually characterizing Sonic pretty well here. In this very pivotal, serious scene, Sonic is clearly just having fun. That's a good thing. That's a good bit of characterization, to have him be using like very like happy, joyful sound effects and being like, "All right, let's get him." That's good. Now the dialogue just needs to improve so it can carry off. Stylish. Also, it makes a lot of sense for Sonic to be having fun here, because it seems like none or less of his friends are dead. I don't know where Amy is. She wasn't in the intro. At least I don't think she was. Kind of a shame. Why doesn't Amy get to show up? She has a hammer. You don't think she can hold herself in a fight? She's the only one with a weapon. But in any case, yeah. Amy might be dead, but and if she is, then I think Sonic should probably chill out with the goofiness a bit. But as far as we know, all of Sonic's friends live. And that means there's no real reason for him to be like, ouch. There's no real reason for him to be all doom and gloom. Stop breaking his bones!
Now it's my turn!
What a gruesome image. Okay, glad he just stood there. He's still just standing there, letting Sonic do this. He's still standing there. He could be like ducking into a shell, he could be trying to like fight his way out of that. Was that supposed to be behind or in front of Mario? Because that looked like it was behind Mario. But it was layered over him. Whatever. Say it. Thank you. I can't believe he's not saying gay Bowser. Like, we all know he wasn't probably saying that. We all know he's probably just saying so long to Bowser. But it sounds just like it.
Huh?
Hey, blue fuck! I don't know who you are or where you came from, but I hate you. Die! Oh my god. Smell you later. What about the other Kamek? There was 2 of them. He fucking impales Peach. Those are not Bowser's Inside Story sprites. They're not even the same eye color. If you're gonna mix sprites, you have to make the eye colors match. Please? Pretty please? Hi, Tails. So when they cross dimensions, Tails got to bring the tornado with him, I guess. You must be Mario, right? Yep, that's the same dialogue from SMBZ. Looks like we're in the right place. You're Mario, right? It's the same dialogue. I don't know how to tell you this, but you're making the same show. Same show. Written by Skylord. I'm still hopeful that this will improve. There are like I think they were releasing previews for like episode 7 currently. So that's like that's pretty far ahead. That's further than modern SMBZ has gotten, which means that they're going to run out of episodes to copy eventually. Like old SMBZ only made it up to like episode 8, which means that if this goes on much further, they're not going to have anything to steal from anymore aside from like just I don't know, Super Dragon Ball Z Super. But that is like, they'd still have to put effort into copying it, because they can't just steal shots the way they were doing last time with 1 Minute Melee. And also basically SMBZ. Script editors, Skylord, Goldie, hey, cool that you have a script editor. 2 of them actually. You still apparently need a proofreader, because a lot of lines in this are still very grammatically incorrect. Probably not as bad as it would be as, if I was watching Heroes of the Stars, because Heroes of the Stars is nigh incomprehensible, and it all very clearly just sounds like the same guy talking. But this is like, you can save this. This can be salvaged pretty easily. Heroes of the Stars is like a 20 episode series where it's like 3-part episodes that are all 30 minutes. That's constantly remaking episodes, so I don't even know which ones are right. And all of it is kind of bad. So, you know. You're also not falling into the trap of thinking that you can draw your own, okay, you can't credit Mugen for sound effects, guys. It's all different people. Anyways, the show also isn't falling into the trap of trying to do its own portrait art. Not portrait art, like close-ups. When SMBZ did close-ups, it worked because Mark Haynes is a good artist. He's just a guy who's good at what he does. He's been doing it for years. In the gap between the SMBZ series, he would just do like commissions on DeviantArt. He's a good artist. The difference between that and most is that when you're done with that and you go click on Here's the Stars, King of Silas does the same thing, and King of Silas is not a good enough artist to be doing that, unfortunately. It's like Mark Haynes, the only reason it works for SMBZ is because Mark Haynes can match the style. He makes art that like looks like it's in the style of those games, and he even makes it like low res so that it looks like it's from just like a game in the series. It doesn't look strange next to like Sonic Advance close-ups or like the Mario Party DS Bowser. So it's good. It's a good idea. He's good for doing that. It's a good idea. But when when King of Silas does it, it's just like flash art, high quality flash art that, not even flash, just like high quality clean line art that doesn't match the style at all, and also doesn't match the designs. Like the proportions are all off. That's not accurate at all. You can't really do that unless you can match the style is the thing. I'm fine when they do it in Super All-Star Bros, because at least then it like, first of all, it looks cool, but second of all, they match the style pretty nicely. It feels fitting for a sprite series. When King of Silas does it, it's like a reminder that you're watching like a series made by a guy whose seemingly entire life has been on DeviantArt, just like making like inflation fetish material. It's not that good. It's not that good art. Also, yeah, I forgot about that. He's one of those like there's like a weird sect of the of the sprite community that's just like very brazenly and proudly inflation fetishists, which is fine. It's not a problem. There's nothing immoral about being an inflation fetishist. No one's scared you're going to go out and do that to people. But it's like it's just funny because you'll be on a page for a sprite person. You'll be looking through their custom sprites, and then you'll get to like a collection of sprite sheets that are just different characters using the Mario P balloon, and it's like, oh, the P balloon, huh? What a strange power up to fixate on. What a strange power up to make like such detailed sprites of, with characters who are often women. And then the P balloon will like make their dress right up so you can like see their underwear. It's kind of obvious is what I'm trying to say, what they're going for. And it's not a problem, but it's an interesting reminder that like if you're like a person off of DeviantArt who's like making something, it's not unlikely that you'll be able to go to their page and find like just blatant fetish material, because that's just what DeviantArt is. People have kind of calmed down with like calling things DeviantArt recently, because DeviantArt's not that relevant anymore. But it is still very interesting how integrated the fetish aspect of it is compared to most like art websites. On Tumblr there was porn. You could find it if you looked, and it was often like pretty out in the open. But you wouldn't see like a regular person's art Tumblr suddenly have inflation. Especially when it wasn't like marketably their thing. King of Silas's thing is being a Mario sprite guy, but you could just find that on the same page. He didn't make a separate page for it, because I guess having separate DeviantArt pages is like a taboo thing. I don't know. In any case, that's SMB DX episode 2. Sorry for the tangent. Sorry for the weird, gross, and unrelated tangent, because this guy clearly isn't doing anything like that. Nothing weird in this show so far. But yeah, sorry. You know. You should be thankful. I'm finding things to talk about, even if they're not entirely related to your show. I'm still thinking about things to talk about. It's fine. I'm not evil. But yeah, that's episode 2. This next one seems to be the first one under 30 minutes, but it's still basically 30 minutes, so it doesn't matter. I wonder what the times are for the episodes. Let's look at the time codes real quick. Cool, they're not there. Let's on full screen this and then look. Great. So 30 minutes, 36 minutes. About 30 minutes, 40 minutes, episode 4. That one's got Sans in it. 30 minutes, and then 26 for episode 6. Here's the thing. It's fine to have a standard, but if you start dipping below 30 minutes, I don't think anybody's going to mind. Because what matters most for a series like this, I saw someone say this in the comments of the first episode. What people want is to have a series like this that finishes. People are very tired of seeing the next SMBZ clone pop up and it not finish. Because they never do. SMBZ didn't finish. Modern SMBZ definitely isn't going to finish, seeing as it's coming out like every few years. And he's not hiring any assistant animators, so he's definitely not coming out. Heroes of the Stars is currently in weird limbo because it keeps having episodes remade. King of Silas has other projects. And also, I think his channel got deleted. And yeah, a lot of other things are like ironically still, I've said this before, but the one that seems most likely to finish is Sky the Star Heroes Spirits Excel. Because Spirits Excel, even though it's very long and probably is still too long to finish, has gotten further than most of these shows. It has produced hours of content, hours and hours of content, and DX has too. But, you know, fatigue comes for us all. And unless you're like horribly autistically devoted to your project, the same way that like people like Sky and King of Silas are, you're probably going to run out of steam. You're probably going to start being like, this isn't what I want to do with my life. I don't want to devote myself to making a series that's wholesale a complete rip of something else. So shorter episodes is a good idea. If you started making like 20-minute episodes, that would automatically be like a third of it shaved off, and would still be like long enough to be gaming the algorithm pretty nicely. 20-minute videos, you know, YouTube likes that. It doesn't have to be 30. So wherever you go from here, Shmeshinity, I'm still not done with your series. I'm still going to finish it. But wherever you go from episode 7 onwards, I think you're pretty much safe. Because these look like good views. This is a 2-year-old video. This is from 2021. But 230k is nothing to sneeze at. So shortening the episodes probably won't make anyone mad, especially if it's not shortening it to like 10 minutes. 10-minute episodes will probably like catch people's eye. They'll be like, huh? But like 20-minute episodes, you know. I'm just trying to give you advice for like being able to sustain this, because sustainability is probably what matters the most in making like a long form animated series on YouTube, and people really, really want to see things finish. So that's where I'm at with this. That's my opinion. There we go. I ended on a tangent that was actually involved, or rather related to the source material. There, is that better? Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I'm probably going to record some Spirits Excel after this one because I miss Spirits Excel and I want to get back to it. And I'll see you next time. Woohoo!